What is up, Dokkan player? Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Blaze. Today we are back with another Dokkan battle video. And today, before we start the video, of course, hope you guys are having a very good day today. So today we have your Extreme Super Battle. I know I'm super late, but as you guys know, I was moving during the time that this actually came out. So right now I'm slowly going to put out the videos that I've already completed. So this will be here, I guess, video number 3. Or number 4, I'm not too sure here, but I do have your 8 out of 10 stages done here. All that's really left is the androids and also the movie bosses. The androids, I am getting very close to actually get it done, but right now the RNG is kind of difficult. But so far, I feel like I'm definitely in front of the Masked Ningen here. And the reason why is because the Masked Ningen does not have the Pure Saiyan's no item run done yet. So, not too sure what's happening because I actually did before Super Vegeta, so... not the brag, but it is what it is, right? So, we have here the Giant form. This team is actually the exact same team that the Masked Ningen used here, because I didn't even realize the team that he used here, because I thought I was different with using the baby, but yeah, basically the global first for the Goku, the Vegeta, and the Rats are basically the key for this event here, because I guess it is a good thing that Global did get these characters first, because it actually makes a huge difference when you are doing this event here. The real key you actually want to go ahead and use here is actually use a double AGL Tapion, put him in the first spot, and then you actually have Goku or the other giant ape EZAs actually do their super attack, because after they super attack, they actually take double digits from normal attacks, right? So that's something that's actually really good when you are doing this event, is that these guys are a very good slot 2 character. So the only real issue about this team build is that you don't have really anything to heal you up on HP, so you are kind of relying on the giant form to kind of time it here when you are when you're actually going to the next stage. So again, this was really easy. I want to say this is probably, I want to say, a 4 out of 10 as in terms of difficulty, because when I actually got this done here, this was only my 3rd attempt. At first, in my team builds, I actually try to do here a a triple AGL Tapion when I did use the SSR form. It wasn't really quite working out because I wasn't doing as much damage. I mean, I was tanking pretty well, but the longer that the runs actually go on in this fight, the less chances of you actually being the event here, especially if you are doing this with no items. So again, this was really easy. I would say Pure Saiyans was 10 times more difficult, especially without Super Vegeta to actually get the no item run here. So at this point, yeah, I actually stopped doing the fast forwarding on the recording just because this video was actually like 28 minutes long. But I decided to skip the first part. The reason why is because the first part is just about the transformations, and really nothing's going on here. But this is where it actually gets very intense, because you can see here the HP is actually very, very low. And again, the strategy is to actually kind of take out Vegeta first. And the reason why is because Vegeta is kind of a threat. Piccolo is not really a threat in this run here, and the reason why is because most of our units here are going to be AGL. So I decided to leave Piccolo for the last and try to take out Goku and Vegeta as fast as possible. Again, AGL Tapion is like a god in this event here because he takes double digits, has a guaranteed transformation, and is also able to lower attack and defense of the enemy. Now Raditz, again, you can see here from a 1 super that we do take 55k, but Raditz, it all depends how many orbs you actually do give him. I actually decided to bring here, of course, here the LR Baby. The reason was because he does actually lower attack here, and he also does have here big bad bosses with Vegeta. We got super lucky here in that situation where we did not get supered, because even though we did lower the attack of Vegeta twice, LR Baby was still taking like 20k per normal, right? So it was a very tricky situation, but again, we must continue the wave. We must continue going here for Vegeta. Now, I could actually got this done on the first try, but the only reason why I didn't get it done is because of LR Baby. In the last phase, when I actually got the Dokkan attack, I actually got the transformation, but he only gave it to me for 1 turn only, which was a very unlucky RNG. But after that, when we actually go back into the event, I actually got it done on the 3rd try, so... Or 2nd try. I actually, no, it was a 3rd try, because my first team build was completely different. So, yeah, so there we go. I mean, this was pretty simple. The giant form, really, I thought other characters would play like a huge role. Like if you have, of course, the giant apes for the Tora from Team Bardock, I thought he'll be very helpful, since he could also heal you up basically 18% of HP at the start of each turn depending on how many giant form units you have on the turn there, right? So it is a maximum of 18%. He also lowers attack, but the only issue is that he takes a lot of damage. So those characters desperately need an easy A. I would probably suggest maybe Saiyan Day, the way that Dokkan's going. with these easy A's, I would probably figure out that maybe Seina is when we're gonna get a ton of easy A's for the giant form, which would definitely make this super battle very simple. But if you are a global player, this is definitely, I would say, pretty easy with the new characters for the global first. If you are a JP player, not so much, because there's not that many characters you can actually use here that without taking too much damage. You can definitely get it done, but the only issue is that you're taking too much damage and you're also not doing too much damage either. So again, shout out to any JP player that actually gets this done with no items without the global first, because they are a huge difference. Not even in terms of defense, but in terms of damage, where you are able to take out the enemy much quicker. So again, I'm just very lucky with the transformations. Once you actually get this transformation going on, you want to make sure you target one enemy so you actually take it out as quickly as possible. And again, in the second stage, you want to keep Piccolo for the last phase, just because Piccolo is going to be an STR, and most of our units here are going to be AGL. So that does leave us in the clear. The only issue is that, of course, when you are the giant form, only LR Baby does get that mechanic with a key +1. Or unfortunately, the other characters don't get that, which is really annoying, but it is what it is, as you say. So now we come to this very sticky situation. And of course, I leave enough key spheres for Tapion here to actually get a super attack. And again, we want to focus here on Goku as much as possible. Of course, I'm going to leave Kid Goku in the middle, just because, again, we have type advantage at the back. And also, we are going to be a slot too, so we are going to get most of our defense after we super attack. I'm kind of praying and hoping that we don't get supered. So there's a lot of things that has to happen, that we can't get supered, and we have to try and maybe take out Goku when Kid Goku actually attacks here, right? So there we go, we lower the attack, because we don't know if Goku is going to super at the second spot. So if we can actually take him out, then we're pretty much in the clear here, right? So there goes Kid Goku. There's one super attack, there's attack number 2. Again, Goku can triple super, by the way. So again, I would highly recommend you go triple super, which we actually got here, or more additional here, sorry, full additional. And we actually got the triple super, so now that super attack is now eliminated. So now all we have to worry about is Piccolo. But of course, Vegeta at the back here is type advantage, so he takes double digits. And also, we're going to transform here with what's his face here? With Cumber. Now, Cumber he's okay. I think I only have him at 69%. So again, he was kind of a risk to bring, but he does have that beautiful chance to actually stun the entire rotation. And the reason why I brought him is because during the last phase, you are against 3 enemies and you are against Kid Trunks. Now, Kid Trunks is going to be an in-type unit, so if he's actually going to attack first, then we do have a 50% chance to stun the entire rotation, which will save us a lot of HP because our HP is very low. So again, you don't have to bring Cumber because he's not really needed, because even that before, like, you know, the enemy's attack is lower, you are still taking like 50k from normals, right? So I mean, you could use Demigod as well, because Demigod does have a good chance of stunning the enemy as well. But I figured why not, because most of our units here are also Saiyans as well. So bringing Cumber was actually a very, you know, very clutch but not needed character. So of course we're trying to do as much damage as possible to Piccolo. Again, if he was fully rainbowed, probably 10 times easier, but I only have him at 69%. So you know, you gotta work what I got here. So of course I'm trying to make sure that I have enough key spheres for the next phase, because again I have to make sure that we're also building up the Dokkan meter, because we desperately need that healing since our HP is very low. Alright, so there goes Piccolo with the super attack. Again, Piccolo also is a unit that does not attack the most in this stage, so that's why we are going to leave him for the last phase here. Alright, so there we go. Here comes another super attack. And again, these giant forms, they need something more now. I feel like they all need that key +1 mechanic, and they should probably like have the passive as well, because yes, you're not taking any damage, but also you're not doing that great of damage anyway. So I definitely feel like these characters desperately need, like, or the transformation mechanic desperately needs here kind of a revamp, right? So there we go. I actually decided here to keep Cumber in the middle, just because we are facing multiple enemies next phase. And we are able to debuff Piccolo twice here, so as long as we don't get supered, we are pretty much good to go. But I feel like we actually take out Piccolo here, because AGL Tapion did so much damage to Piccolo. So there we go, take you out, and we move on to the next stage here. So again, you kind of want to go into this move where you actually enter the next phase with the transformation. And I was actually pretty shocked that we actually got here again, right? Because this was my 3rd attempt. So once you go into this phase here, the my main strategy was actually take out Tapion as soon as possible, just because I don't have any tech units to actually do that much damage to him. So I am to take advantage of the giant form and do as much damage to Tapion, and then save Goku and also Kid Trunks at the end here. So of course we give all these key spheres here to the Tapion, just like this. And again, you can see here that we are showing with the key, which is very unfortunate. They all should have the key plus one mechanic. I don't know. It's just something that needs to happen, just because the giant form is very inconsistent. All right, so there we go. The beautiful dodges. Now in this mode here, you do want to also pay attention which opponents are super attacking, because if they actually super attack this phase right here, then the chances of you getting super next phase are actually pretty low, right? So we can see here that Trunks already super, so that's good to go. So now all we have here is Tapion and also Super Saiyan 3 Goku that has a super attack here, right? Now Super Saiyan 3 Goku is actually not a big issue, and the reason why is because of Raditz. Raditz is going to be SCR type, but he does so much damage to Super Saiyan 3 Goku, it's actually pretty crazy. So again, we can see here that we are getting some key spheres for a 12 key super, but again, we're always short here, which is again very unfortunate. Sorry about that. So yeah, so there we go. Again, I'm trying to see. Oh my god. So yeah, you can see I'm trying to set up orbs here for the next phase, just to make sure that we are going to at least have a super attack if we actually get the giant form once more. So now the good thing about Tapion in this transformation is that you are dodging everything, so it does make the event much quicker in terms of time. Because you're missing the whole animation, right? So again, it's pretty good that we did get supered here by Super Saiyan 3 Goku, because now we have nothing to worry about. And now we're just waiting for Tapion to super attack us, if he actually does, which I don't remember. So there we go, we get only 2 phases, and this was a very scary situation, right? Because now we're in a situation where I'm pretty sure Super Saiyan 3 Goku is not going to super attack, but we still have 2 more super attacks to worry about. We have your AGL Tapion, and then we also have here the Kid Trunks as well. Those are the biggest threat here, so I decided to actually leave the LR Baby in the back, because again, he is the weakest one here, and you know, if we can maybe take out Tapion this phase, then we should be pretty much good to go, right? Kid Goku, I'm not worried about, because after he super attacks, if he even triple supers, we're pretty much good to go. But again, this is all going to be based on RNG. So I give these 2 key spheres to Goku, and I think I decided to actually just go for Tapion, because even if I aim for Kid Trunks, we're not going to kill him this phase here. So I might as well just go for the whole 9 yards. So I decided to actually debuff the 2 characters at the back, which is of course is AGL Tapion and Super Saiyan 3 Goku. So at least LR Baby does have a chance to survive here. I think my baby also dodge as well. So there's also that in the hidden potential system. But I mean, again, to play the way it was going, I had to make sure that we survive next phase, because we are going to get the transformation again with Tapion. So there goes 1 super attack, and there's only 1 super attack, but we are still taking double digits from normals, which is really good, say from Goku. And now this is basically where, you know, LR Baby, he needs an EZA, which I hopefully it's soon, maybe during the 7-year anniversary. But yeah, we can see here we do take 68k per normal, which is really insane with the debuff, right? So again, LR Baby is in the kind of tight situation, but he does do a lot of damage. Alright, so here comes the next transformation. Again, you can see here that Tapion is almost done here, so I'm actually going to keep going on Tapion, but the orbs are just so terrible. Really, again, the RNG for these orbs were really bad, but I did give my Tapion full additional, so again, any additional supers will help out here, which I think I don't even get here, which is unfortunate. Alright, because this is kind of a waste of a turn if we actually don't get a super attack. Alright, so there we go. No additional super either, which is fine. Alright, then we get a super attack, but we dodge it. And then now we come here with the super attack here again. And any additional super? No, none. So again, this is the hardest stage, I would say, in my opinion, just because the amount of HP that you have coming into this turn is actually not a lot, right? When you're actually going back to back, facing multiple characters, really this is the hardest stage here. But I mean, again, it's not, as in terms of difficulties, like easily movie bosses and pure Saiyans is definitely much more difficult. Because again, this run right here, because there's not that many characters, I feel like the damage in this one is not so bad. compared to like movie bosses. Movie bosses, listen, I've tried so many times, and even with characters with over 250k of defense, they're not taking double digits from normals. They're taking like 70k from normals, which is ludicrous, right? Which I couldn't even believe, because that's how hard movie bosses is that the attack stat is just through the roof. What I say here that the Universal Survival Saga is much more difficult? Not so much. It wasn't that difficult. But I mean, the damage output, the real difference is the damage output, right? So far, androids and movie bosses is much more difficult, but I feel like the hardest one by far out of all the 10 stages is definitely movie bosses. Movie bosses, to know how to run, listen, man, you need LR Janemba or you need some very good RNG. I did see someone use a double Turles, which kind of mind-blown me because I don't think it's possible. But maybe the RNG was just so good that he actually got to know how to run. But listen, I'm not gonna try that team build because that's just suicide, right? So yeah, so now we're back here to the situation, right? So now we have here, we're almost going to take care of Tapion, right? Super Saiyan 3 Goku did super attack, which is good. But Tapion, we should have enough to take out AGL Tapion, right? Now in this situation, we have a very specific way of like dealing with this here, right? So we need, what's his face here? Cumber to actually get the stun if he can, which we don't. And look, we do actually survive here. So now we take care of Tapion, but again, we did not get the stun. So it's really up to Super Saiyan 3 Goku to not super attack us. And we actually get the transformation again because we barely survived that, right? So now we get another transformation with AGL Tapion. And now we just slowly take out Trunks. And then after that, we actually get the Dokkan attack afterwards, right? So again, we are really lucky with Super Saiyan 3 Goku not super attacking us because that was a huge W right there, right? Because if we got supered, it would have been game over. But again, that's just based on RNG. Now Kid Trunks wants to super attack us, but we get the dodge. And now we just slowly take out the rest from the pack here. So again, Kid Trunks is the weakest one, but I would probably recommend you go for AGL Tapion. And then once you go for AGL Tapion, then you go for Kid Trunks here. Just because you don't have any tech units to actually take out Tapion, right? We got a beautiful crit from Hirudegan, which is really good. And if we can maybe get 3 turns with the Hirudegan, then I feel like we can actually get the W. That was a misplay. I probably should have not done that. But I was preparing for the next phase. That's why. I was trying to make sure that I have enough here to actually get a super attack with Tapion. And then also save those key spheres for Raditz as well for the STR. So there we go. We get the super attack here on Trunks, and Trunks is almost halfway, or actually more than halfway. He's about a quarter of his life left. And if we actually get the Dokkan attack next phase, then we can probably take out Trunks here and then take out Goku as well. Alright, so we just saw here that we got super, so we don't have to worry about Goku super attacking us this phase. And this was a very gutsy call here, right? Now in this situation, I was for sure to get the Dokkan attack to Tapion here. But I wasn't too sure if I should go for Trunks or should I go for Goku. That was the biggest question here, right? I could have given Raditz the super attack as well. But I wasn't too sure about Trunks here, if he was going to super attack us or not. So I decided to put Tapion in front, but I probably should have put, what's his face here? I probably should have put Raditz in the front because he has an attack in the front. And he's probably going to have the highest attack stat as well. But I decided not to take a chance, just go for Goku and then pray for the best here, right? So now I actually go back here on Trunks, I believe, just to make sure that he's taken out. And then I have Goku actually just aim for Goku here as well. So again, really it's all up to Tapion if we actually get the crit or not. Because Trunks is still alive here, right? So our attack stat here is going to be here 2.1, so not the highest for a Dokkan attack, but at least, you know, we are able to kind of do some good damage here. Alright, so there we go. We go for Goku. And then after that, do we actually take out Trunks here? I don't remember. Because this was like a couple days ago. Yeah, so actually take care of Trunksters. We got really lucky. Now here comes Raditz with a beautiful attack stat. Take care of Goku. And again, Goku did super attack us last phase. So now the chances of getting supered are pretty much, you know, in our favor here, right? So there goes one attack, only one attack, but we got pretty lucky. No super attack, and now this is where we get our W, because now not only do I have a transformation, but we also do heal up with the Dokkan attack. So again, I was pretty happy with the results. This is definitely not the hardest one because of the giant ape global first. And yeah, and really you just have to basically take out the weakest first and then go for the strongest, and I feel like that's the major key when doing this event here. Alright, so pretty much that's gonna be about it for the run. After this two-turn whatchamacallit, transformation, it's pretty much GG's. There goes additional super attack. Again, for Tapion, you want to go more additional than crits, in my opinion. And I consider that his life bar is almost done, so do we actually take you out with the Rudagon? I'm not too sure. Let's see what happens here. I give all this to you. That's going to be here 5 key spheres. And then, just to make sure, I get those orbs right here. And that's another 6 key spheres. So yeah, Goku should be done here. We get super, it doesn't even matter. We take care of business. Alright, so there we go. Goodbye, Goku. We have one more attack here. Alright, there we go. Oh, not even a super attack, and we take care of Goku. So there we go. That is going to be number 8 out of 10. The other videos, I'm just going to slowly put them out randomly here, just because I feel like there's no way of me putting everything out at the same time. Just because I feel like no one's going to really watch it. So I'm just going to put the most difficult ones and then slowly show out the other ones. But so far, I have 8 out of 10, which puts me above the Masked Negan for now. Because I don't know if he has Pure Saiyans done yet. Alright, so that's a video, my boys. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to hit the like button, sub for more videos, come down below, and hopefully I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace!